Black history is filled with stories of resilience, innovation, and change. Today, we highlight 5 powerful moments that shaped history. Now, enjoy this short video of the extraordinary. Did you know there were hidden figures of NASA? Did you know that some of NASA's greatest space missions were made possible by Black female mathematicians? Katherine Johnson, Dorothy Vaughan, and Mary Jackson worked behind the scenes to launch astronauts into space, breaking racial and gender barriers in science and technology. And Katherine Johnson's calculations helped land Apollo 11 on the moon. A new sound emerges, the birth of hip-hop. From the streets of the Bronx in 1973, a new sound emerged, hip-hop. It started with DJ Kool Herc throwing parties, spinning records, and creating a culture that would go on to influence music, fashion, and activism worldwide. Did you know? Hip-hop is now a global phenomenon and was added to the Grammy Awards as a dedicated category in 1989. American entrepreneur, philanthropist, political and social activist. Let's meet the first female self-made millionaire. Long before social media influencers, Madam C.J. Walker built a beauty empire in the early 1900s, becoming the first self-made Black female millionaire in America. She created hair care products for Black women and used her wealth to support civil rights and education. Did you know? Madam C.J. Walker's legacy continues today in the beauty industry, inspiring Black entrepreneurs worldwide. They soared through the skies when the world told them they couldn't. They fought not just against enemy forces, but against the limits of prejudice. Introducing the legendary Tuskegee Airmen, the first Black military aviators who defied the odds, protected their nation, and rewrote history one mission at a time. During World War II, the Tuskegee Airmen shattered racial barriers by becoming the first Black military aviators in the U.S. Army Air Corps. These brave pilots fought against enemy forces abroad and racial discrimination at home, proving their skill and bravery in the air. Did you know? The Tuskegee Airmen completed over 1,500 missions and were highly respected for their precision and courage. Unbought, unbossed, unstoppable. In a time when barriers stood tall, one woman refused to be silenced. Meet Shirley Chisholm, the first Black woman in Congress, a fearless advocate for justice, and the first to shatter the glass ceiling by running for president in 1972. She didn't just make history, she changed the game. This is the story of a trailblazer who dared to lead. In 1968, Shirley Chisholm made history as the first Black woman elected to the U.S. Congress. She was a fearless advocate for civil rights, education, and women's equality. In 1972, she became the first Black woman to run for president, challenging the political system and paving the way for future leaders. Did you know? Shirley Chisholm's campaign slogan was "Unbought and Unbossed," reflecting her fearless independence. Throughout history, Black pioneers have shattered barriers and reshaped the world. From the brilliant minds of hidden figures, Katherine Johnson, Dorothy Vaughan, and Mary Jackson, who launched astronauts into space, to Madam C.J. Walker, the first Black female millionaire who changed the beauty industry, to the rise of hip-hop, a cultural revolution that started in the Bronx and took over the world, to the heroic Tuskegee Airmen who soared through the skies and broke racial barriers in the military, to Shirley Chisholm, the fearless leader who became the first Black woman in Congress and dared to run for president. Black history isn't just the past, it's still being made today. From music to science to business, these stories are just the beginning. Thank you for watching Tony's Lost History channel, where the past comes alive, the stories never fade, and history will always keep living. Don't forget to comment, like, share, and subscribe to keep celebrating and honoring history. And always remember, the past can never be rewritten, only recorded.